Hey everyone, welcome to another Couch Potato Racing video. Over the past several months, I've noticed a couple other YouTubers that have pedal cams and play this game. I've noticed that they do right foot braking instead of left foot braking. And in my mind, while I was watching, I'm thinking like, man, you could probably find a decent amount of time if you incorporated left foot braking into your runs. But I couldn't say that for sure, at least for myself. So this video is kind of more even for me, just to kind of prove to myself that left foot braking is advantageous over right foot braking. So what I do is I do 2 unrecorded runs of myself right foot braking, and then I do a recorded run, which you'll see of me doing right foot braking. And then I do 2 more runs that are unrecorded of me doing left foot braking. And then I do another recorded run that you'll see of me doing left foot braking. And I'm using the I-20 here on a stage that I know very well because of the FIA qualifying event, the Hyundai I-20 here. I chose it because I didn't want to do a manual car for this video, just to kind of keep it more simple, just having 2 pedals in play, the brake and the throttle. I'll probably do a video maybe in the future of myself doing a manual car to show the advantages there. But I'm on the default car setup for all these runs. So yeah, let me know what your guys' thoughts are on left foot braking versus right foot braking. If you do right foot brake and you think there's some sort of advantage to it over left foot braking, let me know in the comments, 'cause maybe there's something I'm not aware of. You know, I'm open-minded, so happy to learn maybe some of the advantages of right foot braking over left foot braking. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please like, subscribe, and comment, and follow along for more Assetto Corsa Rally content. Enjoy. All right, so I've done 2 runs here with right foot braking. You can see the results here on the screen. I was a little bit faster on that second attempt, about 2.5 seconds faster. And I was still making quite a few small mistakes. So I'm gonna do one more run here using right foot braking and let you guys tag along for the ride just to see what I'm doing. Turn on the overlays there so you guys can see my pedal trace and pedal cam. I do have the co-driver's voice turned down quite low just so I can narrate without him talking over me. But I need to have his voice on so I can like know when to go. So let's give this a whirl and see how it goes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, 40, 3 left, short, and 4 right, and 5 left, and caution, 5 right, brake, head in right, 80. Left, tightens late, 50. 3 right, short, 130. Caution, 4 right, tightens 2, late, 60.
Pay attention to the pedal trace. You'll probably be noticing these little gaps between when I transition from the throttle to the brake, or from the brake to the throttle. And those are missed opportunities to be, either braking earlier or throttling quicker.
Two right, long, kinks, over press, 70.
And yeah, I just don't have the control that I would like. I'm sure if I practice this a lot more, I would get a lot more used to doing the one pedal driving here. But I'm pretty sure I still wouldn't be as fast as I would be if I was using 2 feet.
3 left long, into 4 right long, don't cut. And 4 left, into 3 right, short. And 4 left, very long, into 3 right, short, caution.
This isn't very scientific. There's a lot of variables at play here. I do know this stage and this car very well. This is the same stage and car combo that was used in the FIA qualifying event, and I did this run probably several hundred times. So those variables should be, out of the equation, like me not knowing the car or me not knowing the stage. But there are still a lot of just me being a little bit on a different line each time can affect the times. But it should give a pretty good idea of how much car control you can gain from using left foot braking. You can still be quite good with right foot braking. You'll step up to another level, I think, if you can incorporate both feet.
Don't cut, 50. left, 90. Kick left, 100, over crest.
I'm finding that I have to like enter a lot of these corners when you're under braking a little more tentatively, just because I don't have that ability to make those small corrections throughout the corner that I would if I had 2 feet in the game.
4 left, tightens 3, caution, don't cut, keep in, 80, 6 right, 70, 6 right, over crest, 60, 2 right, keep in, and 4 right, long, over crest, 40, 6 left,
Something else that you lose by only using 1 foot
40, caution,
is the, I believe it's called the throttle over braking technique,
40,
where if you're under like heavy braking, it's nice to have a little bit of throttle applied while you're applying the brakes. That can help stabilize the car a bit. I think it's more effective in like all-wheel drive and front-wheel drive cars. With rear-wheel drive cars, that technique is, you have to be very careful with it because the rear axle, you know, is both the power and the braking under that, in that case.
6 right, 50.
It's not like, you know, front-wheel drive where the rear's going to be used for braking, the front's going to be used for applying some of that throttle.
And 4 right, tightens, into 3 left, over crest. And 5 right, kings.
Right there, I had to lift up quite a bit. I probably would have just like to have used the dab of a brake while I was still under heavy throttle if I was using the left foot braking technique.
Brake, 3 left, into 2 right, 200, over crest.
I am trying here. I'm trying my hardest, so it's not like I'm like
1 right,
trying to go slower here with right foot braking to prove a point.
60, over crest.
And I'm sure if I did it, you know, a lot more, I'd get better and better, but
80. 5 left, into 4 right, keep in, 80, over crest, keep left, 6 left, long, into 5 left, 50, over bumps, 6 left, keep in, caution, kinks, over bumps, into 5 left, 40, 1 right, and 2 left, short, 40. Flat right, into 4 right, keep in, and 5 left.
what do you guys think I'm gonna have a good time here?
100,
I feel like I'm doing a little bit better maybe than my last run.
tightens,
I'm hoping for like a 642, I think.
4 left. 5 left, short, over crest, into 4 right, and
That's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do so far. We'll see if I'm right or not.
tightens,
I'm feeling like I might be maybe 2 seconds faster, maybe. Kind of slow out of that one.
3 right, long, opens, crest, and 4 right, very long, into 3 left, tightens, 5 right, into 4 left, over crest, into 3 right, keep in, 100, 5 left, and kinks, 60, 4 right, tightens 3, late, 40, kinks, into 3 left long, tightens, finish,
All right, let's see.
slowing,
Let's see what our time is.
the marshals,
Ooh, stop. Oh, 644 plus. I think it might be about the same time, maybe just a couple tenths slower than the run I just did. Yeah, it was actually about half a second slower there. So I'm now going to do a couple runs with left foot braking incorporated, and I'll come back to you on my third attempt and let's compare the times and see how it is. I'm going to keep these times here, so these will stay here as my first 3 attempts, and attempts 4, 5, and 6 will be my left foot braking attempts. So I'll see you there on my third attempt at left foot braking. All right, so I've done another 2 runs, this time with left foot braking. And as you can see, I was faster right off the bat with attempt number 4 there. I was about 2.5 seconds faster than my best attempt at single foot driving. And then my latest attempt, I was even another 1.2 seconds faster than that. So my best attempt at left foot braking right now is about 3.7 seconds faster than my best attempt at right foot braking. So let's do another run here. We'll do it live with me left foot braking. And let me turn on the overlays and cams there for y'all. And pay attention to the pedal trace. You'll notice that I'm pretty much always on throttle, even under braking, just to help stabilize the car a bit. Yeah, so let's give this another whirl.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, go. 40, 3 left, short, and 4 right, and 5 left, and caution, 5 right, brake, heavy right, 80. Left, tightens late, 50. 3 right, short, 130. Caution.
I just have so much more confidence going into these corners, like knowing that I have the ability to make minor corrections if I need to. I was in a very clean corner back there, but yeah, I still have a lot of confidence going into these corners.
4 left, short. In 40, 5 left, long, tightens late, 50. Brake, 3 left,
Didn't quite get that one right.
2 right, long, kinks, over crest, 70. Kinks, into 6 right, keep out, 100. 5 left, tightens, over crest, and 5 right, 60. 4 left, and 4 right, tightens, 40. 3 left long, into 4 right long, don't go. And 4 left, into 3 right, short. And 4 left very long, into 3 right, short. Caution, don't go, 60. Kings, into 5 left. And
You'll find the most gains from left foot braking on loose surfaces. You're just making a lot more corrections on a loose surface than you are on a tarmac surface. But you'll still find some gains on a tarmac surface because you're not having to do those transitions between the throttle and the brake and the brake and the throttle. So you're not having those gaps with like no throttle inputs. So there will be small gains there. And if you're using the throttle over braking technique, you'll probably find some stability under your heavy braking, which might lead to better times as well.
1 right, very long, opens, 40.
Getting a little messy here.
2 left, tightens late, over the crest, don't go, 50. 6 left, 90. King left, 100, over crest. 6 right, 100.
For those of you that
4 left, long,
currently do like one pedal driving,
into
give it a shot, give it a fair shake. It'll take maybe several sessions to get comfortable with,
4 left,
but
tightens,
I bet once you get comfortable with it,
keep in, 80.
you will find more confidence going into corners,
6 right, over crest.
and you'll find better times, I bet, too.
Right, keep it. And 4 right, long, over
And start out with like a paddle shift or a
40.
sequential
6 left,
car, just because you won't have to like deal with the clutch.
caution,
And then once you're comfortable with that, take it over to the a car with a manual.
40.
And when you take it over to a manual, you'll still want to use your right foot to brake when you're applying the clutch. And then eventually, you'll want to learn the heel toe technique, which is where you use your right foot to apply brake and a blip of the throttle while your left foot is doing the clutch. That will really help stabilize the car under braking. So if you don't do that blip of the throttle while you're downshifting heavily, that jolt can like really unsettle the car. Oh boy. You probably experienced it.
Four right tightens. Into 3 left. Over crest.
You probably can, like, you know, almost throw you into a spin almost in some cars. That jolt.
5 right. Kings. Into 4 left. Short. Back up.
But when you learn the heel toe, that really smooths that sequence out.
5 right long. 40.
It can make it a lot easier to control the car.
3 left. Into 2 right. 200. Over crest.
I am making some mistakes here. I think more so than I was in my previous run where I wasn't talking a whole bunch. So I don't imagine this run's going to be faster than my previous run.
Into 3 right. 60. Over crest.
But I think it'll still be, you know, probably a couple seconds faster than my best attempt at doing right foot braking. Hopefully I don't eat my own words there.
5 left, 50, over bumps, 6 left, keep it, caution, kicks, over bumps, into 5 left, 40, 1 right, and 2 left, short, 40. Flat right, into 4 right, keep it, and 5 left, 40.
Yeah, definitely making a lot of mistakes here.
Right, 100.
Let's move this run.
3 right, tightens. And 4 left. 5 left, short, over crest, into 4 right, and 5 left, into 4 right, and 4 right, into 2 left, tightens, and kinks, 80. 3 right long, opens, crest, and 4 right, very long, into 3 left, tightens, 5 right, into 4 left, over crest, into 3 right, keep it, 100, 5 left, and kinks,
Getting close to the end here.
4 right, tightens, 3,
Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. If there would be a better way to, oh boy, test this. That's not gonna help my time.
2, 3 left,
Ruined that corner as I'm talking.
finish.
Yeah, definitely wasn't better than my previous run, but hopefully it's still better than my best run with right foot braking. I just felt like I had so much more confidence going in throughout those corners. Yeah, it's my, I think it's my worst left foot braking one, but it's still faster than my, yeah, still like 1.2 seconds faster than my best right foot braking. I was making a lot of mistakes in there trying to talk and stuff. So yeah, let me know what you all think. If that was like a bad experiment to do, if I did it wrong, or how would you do it differently to kind of show off the what would I call it? The improvements of the advantages of left foot braking over just using one foot. Yeah. So I'm gonna conclude the video there. Let me know your thoughts. I might do another video in the future, probably near future, maybe, where I do a demonstration of using left foot braking in a manual car and show some heel toe stuff in there. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like, subscribe, and comment, and follow on for more Assetto Corsa Rally content. See you in the next one.